What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be looking at brand new cards coming in our next set after the next set. So we've got Perfect Order coming up, going to be going to pre-releases this month. I've got a pre-release booked in as well, and then the set after that, which is apparently called Chaos Rising. Now this is the Japanese set Ninja Spinner, it looks like. I would say, I mean I haven't checked, but it looks like it seems to be card for card, just Ninja Spinner. So we're going to be looking at these cards that are going to be coming out. Unfortunately, it is quite difficult to tell sometimes how good a card is. Some stuff is just inherently powerful. Other stuff is a bit like, I don't know. It's definitely going to be the case here, especially as we have rotation. So we haven't had any competitions outside of Asia yet. Well, I think there's been some locals doing it, but generally we haven't really had anything yet post rotation properly to look at, to get an idea about what is going to be good and have a better scope of whether these cards are going to be playable. As always though, if you can, make sure you do like this channel and the video, or subscribe to the channel and like the video. Leave me a comment as well, any cards that you think are going to be good from this set down below, and if I have any takes that you don't like, definitely tell me as well. Right, let's get on to it. So Chaos Rising. This is PokemonProxies.com. It's a really good website for this. The Weedle here, now we're going to get to the Beedrill, but the Weedle here I'd say is particularly underwhelming. I do like the artwork on this, however, so that's good. Yeah, surprise attack, fine. 50 HP is kind of cringe. We're going to be definitely relying on the, what is it called? Forest of Giant Plants. Do I have one to hand? No, I don't. I don't know. You know the one, the stadium. Going to be relying on that to get these little guys in play because they're pretty weak. Kakuna has an interesting ability. Again, nothing. Oh my god. I was going to say nothing standout. 3 retreat. Ugh. Okay. Kakuna does have a standout quality to it. It has 3 retreat, which is really bad. Really, really bad. I can see that being a win condition against this deck. Again, I like the artwork though. That's nice. I do wish that these two had more going for them. Here, of course, is, however, the main event, Beedrill EX. It has the B-Rumble attack. This attack does 110 damage for each Beedrill you have in play, including Beedrill EX. People were like talking, speculating about this. Oh, does this mean we're going to get another Beedrill that's not EX because it specifies Beedrill EX? Or like, oh, we're going to get one a bit like the one that we had previously. You remember the one? PKMN cards. It was always going to happen. Beedrill. This guy. Watching your turn, if this Pokemon is the last card in your hand, you may put it into your bench if you do draw 3 cards. Does that imply that we're getting something to that effect with this? No, I don't think so. I think what that is a misunderstanding of the wording potentially on the card, just to make sure that the player is aware that this includes the actual Beedrill that is attacking. So it's, yeah, I think it's just there for that personally. I don't think that's a hint to anything else. We have seen cards before that specify that you can, there's one, like we're going back in, guys. We are going back in. I want to say there's a Starly. No, it's one of the other bird Pokemon that no one can remember. But it said something about being able to evolve. And it sort of says it can evolve into the Evolution or the Evolution EX. But we never got the EX. So, yeah, it could be a similar situation to that with this Beedrill. Do I think this card's any good? I'm really not sure. It has the potential to do 440 damage, which is obviously exceptionally good. It's not a mega, and it has a good amount of HP still, 310. Well, it's okay, 310 is okay. Grass is getting quite strong at the moment as well. We do have the stadium, which we mentioned earlier. Nice, sort of potentially low to the ground, especially for a stage 2. So there is definitely potential here. When I first read it, I was like, I don't know about that. But yeah, I definitely think there's some potential here. So definitely going to keep an eye on this one. Carnivine. Points out Pokemon no retreated. Okay, yeah. We're not, but I don't think we're playing that. Chespin. The least favourite of all the starters, I think, of all time, Chestnut. I think there's never been an even remotely playable Chestnut. Chestnut V sucked. Breakthrough. Yeah, terrible. Gotta tilt my head for this guy. Yep, terrible. This one, which is I assume is the one that breaks. Terrible. In fact, if I just read that, is that the same one? It's the same one. Chestnut EX here, terrible. Spiky Shield, terrible. The first one of the maid, terrible. So Chestnut following up with its tradition of just being terrible. Fine. Vulpix now does have auto burn for a single fire. The all damage counts on one of your opponent's bench belonging to their active spot. Yeah, I've seen this. That just seems like I mean the obvious one for me is like Frostlass. Alaka. Zam. Yeah, it just seems like a weaker version of this. If you're going to do something like that, you may as well just play this, right? Strange hacking. You may move any number of damage counters from your opponent's Pokemon to their other Pokemon. And they're confused because why not, right? Ho-Oh. I think that's Bulk. Okay, another starter. This one is a fan for the furry side of the Pokemon TCG, all those furries out there. You know who you are. Fennekin. Fennekin, Braxton. Braxton doesn't do anything. We have had a Braxton previously do stuff. And then Delphox. Once during your turn, you may discard a basic fire energy from your hand. Draw up to 7. Yep, seen that before. This does 30 damage for each energy attached to all Pokemon in play. Ooh. Sometimes these attacks have the potential to be very good. If you go back to Gardevoir EX from EX Sandstorm, this was the same. It was 4 energy and it did 10 times. But that was a formidable attacker for sure. This is 30 times for each energy attached to all Pokemon in play. Might be good in GLC. We'll have to wait and see for standard. I mean, just being 160 HP and being a stage 2 is kind of sucky for standard. Litleo. Okay. 70 HP. Yeah, tackle seems good. Mega Pyroar EX. I don't know what the deal is with Pyroar. I always thought it was supposed to be like a pseudo legendary. Maybe it is, a bit like Arcanine. Doesn't quite, even in its mega form, doesn't quite have the aura of Arcanine, in my opinion. And I am a cat person as well, so 340 HP for a stage 1 is fine. During your opponent's next turn, the defending Pokemon attacks do 50 less. That's kind of a throwaway attack. So that does 10 damage. That is not good. In my opinion, that is not good. Mega Pyroar goes into the bulk pile for Megas. I've got new Octillery. That's some cool artwork. I like that. I don't know what's going on, but I like it. Octillery. Yeah, okay, no. Moving on. Both players may attach 300. No. Well... how often does your opponent have 3 energy in their hand? Like, by accident. Good artwork as well. Keldeo with Penetrate. Penetrate. This attack also does 20 damage to one of your opponent's bench. Nope, this isn't doing enough numbers these days. Great artwork on the Froakie. He's just tripped up. He's hating life. Comes back with some aura. Okay, let's just go back a sec. Whoa, steady on. Let's see here. Froakie. Froakie has Collect. Oh, I know what this is. So this is the Froakie and the Frogadier are, I think, exactly the same as Ralts and Kirlia. Ralts. 7 HP Collect, and then 1 energied attack for 10. Yep. But Froakie does not have a resistance. Ralts is resistance fighting. And then we have Killia, Call Sign. Oh, it does 1 energy 30. Okay. So the attacks that aren't important are different. Because Frogadier does 2 energy 50. Such stats for the 3 Pokemon, reveal them, put them into your hand. Very powerful, potentially powerful attack. The format might be too fast for it, but in a pinch, could be good. And of course, the main event, Mega Greninja EX. 350 HP on the stage 2. That feels like it's on the lower side of Megas. How many? Let's see here, Mega. Dragonite's got 370. Scrafty's got 330 on a stage 2. Stage 1, excuse me. Oh, Mega Gengar is only 350 also. Mega Eel has 350. 37, 38, 36. Yeah. Oh, Mega Ordino down here. 270, 370. 350. Gardevoir's got 360. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. I retract the previous statement. Middle of the road amount of HP for Mega Greninja EX as far as stage 2's. Well, I mean, no, that is on the bottom end, but there's just many more than what I realised. What's your turn? Controversial, this. Don't know if it's controversial for you, but I did not think this was good when I first read it. Once you return, if this Pokemon is in the active spot, you may discard a basic. I went for grass and then went for fire. It's basic water energy card from your hand in order to use this ability. Place 6 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon. Now, he doesn't have free retreat, which I think is bad. Now, you do have the Surfing Beach Stadium to give you a retreat, and that's not even your retreat for turn. Drop a water energy in the bin and place 6. And then attack Ninja Spinner. You may put a water energy attached to this Pokemon to your hand to do 200 for 2. I think that's weak. That's a weak attack in general. Excuse me. One of your opponent's Pokemon with Mortal Shuriken, so I suppose you can do 260. I mean, at that point, why don't you just play something else that does 260, or is it just the opportunity to move it? Okay, so it's the 3 Prizer. It has 350 HP. At this point, you may as well just play Dragapult or Grimmsnarl, surely. You know, I mean, Dragapult particularly actually just does, with an attack, what Greninja does, ability plus attack. Now, of course, that does give Mega Greninja a bit more utility in general. You can use Mortal Shuriken attack with something else. But my immediate thought about what would be good with this card, without even thinking about the parallels you can draw with Dragapult, was, oh, maybe this is just good with Dusknoir. It's the same deck. It's the same deck. So, like, just gather my thoughts. Yeah, I actually just... People are hyping this card, but I think it's just a worse version of Dragapult. That isn't to say that when Dragapult rotates, this isn't good. I don't know. I must be missing something big. Like something really big and obvious. You know, could only do so much, right? So, there you go. Bergmite, never heard of you. Does have 80 HP though, which means that he is susceptible to not being found by Buddy Poffin. This guy. Avalugg. No. Moving on. Oh no, I've done it again. Wimpod. Does have 70 HP. Does have 2 retreat. Chunk. Absolute chunk. Does evolve into Glycopod. Glycopod's a bit hit and miss. This attacks, damage, knocks out your opponent's active Pokemon during your opponent's next turn. This Pokemon can't be affected by any effective attacks. This is purely a GLC card in my opinion. I mean, is it just like a real troll Budu counter? just a troll buddy counter. Maybe it is. Just gonna grab my water bottle. Yeah, overall, I don't know. This is a GLC potential card, but even then, ropey. I'm gonna say this is for the bin. Okay, new Mareep. Oh, it's got 2 retreat as well. What's going on? What's with the retreat cost? Chill out with the fat boys. Okay, this is worth looking at because the Mareep is ass. Mareep is ass because it has 2 retreat. Oh, these have 60 HP. These suck. Do you go the 60 HP route? Or do you go for 7? Oh, okay. Anyway, it's got the Thunder Wave. Flip a coin of heads, your opponent's active Pokemon's paralyzed. It does take 2 energy to do that 20 damage. This is a very weak card. Very weak. However, Fluffy, or as my friend Phil would say, Fluffy. He's not as weak. Not the strongest Fluffy we've ever seen, but not weak. Disconnect does 40 damage for 2. During your opponent's next turn, your opponent can't play any item cards. We've got another one. We've caught a live one, guys. Reel it out, bring him in. We've got item lock, even more item lock. When Buddy goes, don't worry, we've got this guy. If you're really that into item lock. But it gets more interesting than that. Here is Ampharos. Ampharos is Synchronized Pulse. If you and your opponent have the same number of cards in your hands, this Pokemon's attacks do 80 more damage to opponent's active Pokemon. Now, I'm pretty sure, because other people would have brought it up. One person in my Discord brought it up. Sorry, I shouldn't say it's not my Discord, it's the Team Exit Discord. One person brought it up, and I haven't heard anyone else talking about it, but the idea, like potentially, I don't know why they would design it like this, but Synchronized Pulse may only work on Flash Bolt. But I don't know why they would do that. That would just be like the trollest of troll things. So what I'm trying to say is Synchronized Pulse with Relicanth, Memory Dive. Each of your Pokemon can use attacks from any of its previous evolutions. So you can go into Ampharos, you can match hand sizes and disconnect for 100. I think it's good. It's vibing similar to what was he called? Vikavolt V. Yeah, very similar vibes. Okay, Emolga does not have free retreat. We've had free retreat Emolgas before. Minor Iron running. Sky. Yeah, okay. It's good artwork. I like Emolga, but that's just bad. Okay. We have the 4 Deoxys. We've got like neutral form, which I think is what this is. We've got the attack, the defense, and speed. Or was it like normal form or something? And there's an E in the end because I don't know. But yeah, these got revealed previously. I haven't looked at them before. Guardy is rotated, of course, so think of that when you look at these cards. Deoxys, Genome Charge, such as that for up to 2 basic Psychic Energy cards and attach them to this Pokemon. 29 more damage for each energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. This is bad. This is a bad card. This would be good. This is like a card you would look at for GLC, and then you realize that every other card that's already in the GLC Psychic deck is way better, so then you would just toss it to the side. It's like it's nearly good enough, but it's not quite. Deoxys, I think that can't be speed. He's got 2 retreat. What did I say? Neutral. Oh, it's attack, right? Attack form. Attack form Deoxys. 120 damage for 3 psychic. If this Pokemon has at least 2 extra energy cards attached to it, this attack also does 120 to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. So you're in the Pokemon boardroom. You're sat at the table. The execs are there. You're trying to figure out card design. Well, we really liked Raikou Amazing Rare, but it was just a tad too good. How could we make... I really like the way it is, so how can I make it again, but underpowered? There you go. Done. Deoxys. Ship it. Yeah, this card's not... is there ever going to be a world where you can do this in GLC? Probably. I think doing this in GLC would be pretty nasty. You can right hand, you can use the Malamar. It doesn't specify basic energy, you could get a twin energy in there. Wondrous Patch. Could you have a Wondrous Patch standard? Is it worth it? It's probably not worth the hassle to get 5 energy on this guy. Pretty cool though. Again, cool for GLC, I think. Here is Mr. Defense. He has 3 retreat because he's defensive. Just looks like a guy in a suit. Just a guy. 3 energy. During opponent's next turn, prevent all damage until the opponent's Pokemon has an ability. Oh, that's so close to being good too. Oh. I might actually have a home for this guy. I might actually have a home for this guy. Depending on the meta, this is a potential card, I think, to use. Get this as your only Pokemon out, Side Protect. If you know that they don't have an out, you just win. It's one of those, you just win, Phil. Anyway, Speed Deoxys does have free retreat. You may draw cards if you have 5 in your hand. I mean, is this a Budew counter? You know, you drain all your trainers early, turn 1, because they open Budew, and you know you're going to get locked out the game, so you got no cards in your hand. And you just kind of draw past in, or you get this Deoxys, 1 energy, size speed, knock out the Budew, draw back up to 5. We're playing the game. Bit niche that. Alrighty, Mega Floette EX. This is a 250 HP basic, on par with Holucha. Heal 30 damage from each Pokemon, both yours and your opponent's, for 1 energy. Kind of troll. Maybe you'd play it in a deck that one-shotted, or maybe you just play it to annoy Munkidori Frostlass. The problem with doing against Munkidori Frostlass is that you heal 30, and then at the end of you go into Pokemon Checkup, and then they just Frostlass again, and then you get Munkidori'd, and then they pass, and then you get Frostlass again. It doesn't actually do anything. It's actually just pointless. Search your deck for up to 4 basic Psychic Energy cards and attach them to your bench Pokemon anywhere you like. Alright, we're accounting for inflation. Pokeflation is real. That's not used for Pikachu. Ampersand. Give it to me. Full Blitz. Full Blitz used to do... It was a... my god. It was a 240 HP basic worth 3 prizes. We've added 10 HP. Same energy cost. But now we're doing 200. And we're getting 4. So a little bit of Pokeflation there. Since we had Pikachu Zekrom. Search that 4 basic energy cards. Search for bench Pokemon. I just don't know. Now there is more to the story with this card. So we'll get to that in a moment. I mean, as we saw with Pyro, just because it's a Mega, it doesn't mean it's good, you know. Just because it's like a big shiny card, it doesn't mean it's good. They just print bad cards sometimes, guys. Alright, this is what it is. Let's move on to Esper. Cool artwork, I like it. If you played Emma from your hand, this turn it does 70. I don't know what Emma is, but I feel like I need to see it. Meowstic. You may move an energy card to your opponent's active Pokemon. No, not for stage 2. Stage 1. Okay, here's more of the cards that are designed to make you try and cook, but actually suck ass. Envious Evolution. Once during your turn, you may put a card from your hand that evolves from this Pokemon onto it. To evolve it, then put 2 damage cards on this Pokemon. You can't use this ability during your first turn. The potential to protect your Phantumps and then aggressively evolve is there. But the question is, what can you evolve into? So we can evolve into Big Trev over here. Trevenant does, during your opponent's next turn, energy can't be attached to your opponent's hand to the defending Pokemon. Okay, so this is Troll. This is Troll. we troll him with this one. Isn't there a troll Bronzong that just ruins happiness? Here we are. Oh, it's Temporal Forces. I thought it was new. It's very old. Okay. During opponent's next turn, they can't play any Pokemon from their hand to evolve their Pokemon. So this is another troll. This is a bit of a troll. I could see this being pretty scary. Imagine you just auto win against Pole. All they can do is have like one energy attached and just that's it. And as soon as you knock out that Pokemon, they have nothing. Oh, they just play Crispin now. Mega Absol plays Crispin. Arboliva plays Teal Mask Ogapon. Absol also plays Ogapon. Ends plays PP Up. Mega Charizard EX, you stop your Choreo. No, there's too much. There's a lot of energy acceleration coming out, or it is going to be prevalent. So that's probably just bad. Pumpkaboo does Stampede for 1 energy 20, not bad. Two retreat though, he's a fat one. Gorgeist EX. Okay, 270 HP, stage 1. Feels kind of... Oh, it's not a mega. Okay, I was going to say that's kind of low for a mega. It's not a mega. Horror Rondo. That does 50 more damage for each of your bench Pokemon that has any damage counters on them. Okay, so we're maxing out here at 280 for a single energy. Just got a random card for your opponent's hand for 2. So, the synergy is obvious, right? Where's the second attack? It's 10 more damage for each damage card on all of your opponent's Pokemon. That doesn't synergize. It feels like that should say 10 damage for each of your Pokemon. Or maybe it should have an attack where it does damage to your own Pokemon. But clearly, you're supposed to use the Phantump ability to put damage counters on your bench and then Gorgeist for Horror Rondo for more damage. This is troll. This is bad. This is not good. This is an LDF deck. Anyway. Xerneas. Pretty good attack. 30 times for each psychic energy attached to all of your Pokemon. I didn't realize. I thought it was only himself. That's actually pretty good. This, along with the defensive Deoxys, definitely have a place potentially in future Psychic decks. I actually quite like Gardevoir EX, Mega Gardevoir EX right now. Plan to do some testing with it for post-rotation. I think it has potential. There's been some aggressive Psychic with Diancie and Dusknoir. Don't know if it has a place there. There's quite a lot to get set up. But yeah, Psychic always has something going for it. Let's have a look at this Sudowoodo. He has 1 retreat. In this set, I would have expected 2 because you know how chunky everything is. Social deck for up to Book of Transformation. We will get to Book of Transformation. This attack's damage is not affected by resistance. No one cares. 30. Okay, Fanphy usually sucks. Donphan usually sucks. During your opponent's next turn, this attack does 80 more. Yeah, that's terrible. Called it. It sucks. Oh, here we go. I actually have seen this. Baltoy does a continuous spin 30 times. We've got more Pokeflation here. 30 times is ludicrous. Absolutely ludicrous amount of damage. So that's cool. Does have 2 retreat again. Claydol. Devolution Ray, exactly what it says on the tin. If your opponent's active Pokemon is an evolved Pokemon, devolve it by putting the highest stage evolution card on it into your opponent's hand. Devolution Ray with 1 Premium Power Pro KOs every non-evolved basic in the Pokemon TCG. I've just remembered other than Ralts, because Ralts has resistance. Alright, every competitive one anyway. So imagine you can Premium Power Pro what are we rare candying? Are we rare candying to Mega Greninja? Could be. Well, send Claydol in there. Premium Power Pro, Devolution Spray, do 80, devolve them into the little guy, whatever he's called. And I cannot remember what he's called. Oh well. Yeah, knockout. Pretty cool. I think this is really good. I actually think this is really good. Don't know if it will see play. It's good in a vacuum. I hope it does see some play. That's really cool. That's a good Claydol. Second best Claydol. Maybe the third best Claydol, including Team... Magnus Claydol. Yeah. Zubat has 40 HP. Oh dear. There's none others, is there? There's Rockets. There's this guy. He has 50. This guy also has 50. This is probably the one you play. He has a double chin. Search your deck for a sport card. Yeah, you play that one. Okay. Nope. During your opponent's next turn, this Pokemon does not take damage from attacks by basic Pokemon. Sick. Another sick one. We can pretty much play the asshole counter deck at this point. So we can play Covert Flight Golbat. We'll get Deoxys in there. And then just, get Trev involved. Just make sure they can't attach energies. Can't attach energies. And then you evolve into your Pokemon with abilities. Send this guy out. Wall. And then finally... Oh, we can just Claydol devolve everything and then just get Golbat involved and like... Oh, you're an all basic... Oh, Roaring Moon. Is it? Yeah. Oh, Roaring Moon. Raging Bolt. Yeah, Covert Flight. Just Covert Flight. Continuously. Covert Flight. You could probably out-survive their Noctowls. Just Covert Flight. Crobat. Once you're your turn, if this Pokemon is the active spot, you may use this ability. Search your deck for a card. So we've got Quick Search. Coming back. The villain arc of Quick Search. Quick Search was exclusive to Pidgeot. I need to say Pidgeot EX, but no, it was Pidgeot originally for Fire Relief Green and then Pidgeot EX. I'm pretty sure I don't think anything else has ever just tutored a card of your choosing out of the deck like that every turn. The interesting thing is you have to be in the active spot. The other interesting thing is this to stack as well. It doesn't say you can't use more than one. So you can say, oh, it's put on. Yeah, you have to read the entirety of the ability. No, this has been done before. Oh, why am I... I've already got it open, mate. I'm just cooked. There is from Deoxys. I know it got reprinted, but I'm going for the Deoxys one. Once you're in turn, search your deck for a card, shuffle it. Shuffle your deck, put that card on top of your deck. This is the same, but you have to be active, which sucks. That stipulation is completely game-ending for how good this is. I see your opponent's active Pokemon are poisoned and confused. I don't really care if they're poisoned and confused. I don't think. Quillfish, when it's attacked, it poisons. Yeah, when have we seen that before? So that does more damage to the point. Yeah. Stunky, cool artwork again. Does scratch for 20. Does have 2 retreat. What's going on? Skuntank, dropping some poison out of its tail there. 100 HP. Yeah, this is bulk. Skuntank. Is it Stuntank or Skunk? It's Skunk. Said it too much. Sounds weird. Skuntank. Like this video if you always said Stun Tank, because I feel like everyone says Stun Tank. Flip a coin of heads, discard an energy. Cool. Lead him into the wall deck. Just Trubbish flip heads. What does Garb do? If your opponent's active Pokemon has any tools attached, it does 20 less damage. Yeah, we're not evolving though. We're not evolving. This is awful. 3 retreat there. We've got Skrelp. Skrelp does have 70 HP and it does do 10 damage for 1. This is looking like a Pokemon that is designed to evolve into something of relevance in the set, and of course that's a Beldon. Oh, the evolution is Dragon. Okay, we'll get to it. We'll get to it. Beldon, Metang, your opponent's turns okay. Metagross. What does Metagross do? Your opponent switches their Pokemon active with one of their bench. That's not good. Assuming you do the damage before you switch. You may discard 3 Metal Energy from this Pokemon. If you do, this type is 300 for 4. Are we accelerating Metal these days? Oh, we are going to be accelerating Metal. I still don't think this is very good. Moving on. Ferroseed, usually bad. Once you return, this card is discarded from your deck. By an effect of an opponent's attacks, abilities, items, or support cards. Discards the top 8. What? What is even discarding? Where's Mill? Why is Mill so good that you have to play this? I don't understand. Here we go. Mega Dragalgi, I assume. Dragalgi EX. This is a Mega Stage 1 with 330 HP. Double colorless, discard all Pokemon tool cards and special energy for all of your opponent's Pokemon. Yeah, okay. Don't know if that's not relevant. Ironically, the most... Oh, do we even keep Mist? I was going to say, ironically, the thing you want to get rid of usually is Mist Energy. H, yeah, okay, staying in. But you can't get rid of Mist Energy because that's an effective attack, so... Yeah, I mean, there's no other energy that I can think of in standard that anyone... Well, we're getting color energy, but they're all... I don't really know if we need to do that. The best one is just progs on attached. It's pointless. Pernicious Poison. Your opponent's anti-Pokemon have poison. During Pokemon checkup, place 16 damage counters on that Pokemon instead of 1. That's pretty cool. If we can lock them in the active, that's going to be... Oh, it's death, isn't it? That's 42 counters. 16... No, 52. 16, 32... 48 counters. I don't know where my mouse was going there. Like, yeah, 48 counters. Yeah, that's gonna be knocking out everything. Yeah, pretty good. Well, I mean, it's not great, is it? It's okay. It's whatever. It's interesting. I feel like it should say your opponent's active Pokemon can't retreat next turn to actually give it some teeth. Or just something, I don't know, maybe like 20 damage. Just something to... I don't know. That's probably a meme. Cobalion EX. I don't feel like... Okay, let's just read it. Once during your turn, when this Pokemon moves from your bench to the active spot, you may move any amount of Metal Energy cards from your Pokemon in play to this Pokemon. And it does 200 for 3. It is 2026. We've got 330 HP stage 1s. 200 damage and can't attack next turn. It's just not... It's like it's almost good, but it's just bad. I just think it's bad. What is there that's metal weak that you're like, oh yeah, we need to knock this guy? There isn't really any. I don't think there will be any either. I just think this is bad. There's quite a heavy metal package in this set as far as trainers go, like relative to normal. But I just don't think it's going to be any good. We've got Goomy here, which is a dragon. That is just such a gross thing to see. The dragon color background with a water and a psychic. I think we saw that with Dragalgi. Oh, it's water and dark. Okay, yeah, so it's slightly more pleasing to the eye, but that is just gross. Same energy cost for 70 on the Sliggoo. Okay, this is the first time I've ever seen the word Sliggoo. Yeah, these have never been played in front of me. I've never seen a Goomy evolve. Sliggoo, this is a first for me. Sliggoo with 3 retreat. Goodra. Now I have seen that before. When your opponent's active Pokemon retreats, your opponent flips coin of tails, they can't retreat. Yeah, okay. Discard the top card of your deck. Go home. Right, we've got Tauros here. Tauros, of course, is the GOAT of the original games. Yeah, bull. He's the most powerful stats in the game. But never had an amazing card. Choose one of your opponent's Pokemon, flip a coin. For each of your Pokemon with Tauros in its name, this attack, fish damage, challenge number of heads to that Pokemon. Yeah. Patrat. The Rat Pat. The Rat in the Pack. Patrat. Yes. This Pokemon, if this Pokemon's in play, you and your opponent can't move damage counters to another Pokemon. So this is the anti-Monkey-Dory card. They printed it on a colorless Pokemon so that you can have the skill expression to play down Rocket's Watchtower. Very skill or very wow. I don't know if this card is any good. 70 HP seem... Well, you can buddy it. We have a lot of text now. We have Psyduck, Patrat. I feel like there's some more... Oh, well, we've got like Meowth EX coming into the game. So we're going to be short on bench space for Patrat, I think. But, you know, it might be worth it. It might just be the difference. You never know. Watchog here. Unannounced check. Flip 3 coins if any are heads. Look at your opponent's hand. Okay, no. Vinchino, cool artwork. Also, what is this style? I'm liking this. There's been a few cool styles in this line. That's up there. Chinchino EX. Any damage done to this Pokemon by attack, flip a coin. Prevent that damage. 40 damage for each energy attached to this Pokemon. I don't know about that. I don't know. I mean, you could... What do you call it? Triple acceleration. What's it called? Ignition. You could ignition energy this guy for a guaranteed 120. Nah. I don't know about that. Is that the last? Alright, we're onto the trainers now. Special red card. This has definitely been talked about. You can only play this card if your opponent has 3 or less prize cards remaining. Okay. Your opponent shuffles their hand and puts it to the bottom of their deck. Then they draw 3. So this is our new... You know what? You think I'm going to type Iono, but no, I'm going to type Reset Stamp. No, I'm not. I'm going to type Reset Stamo. Reset Stamp. Reset Stamp. Your opponent shuffles their hand into the deck and draws cards for each remaining prize card. Now, I don't know for sure, but correct me if I'm wrong. We had a period of time with this. Unified Minds. Hold on. Oh, I haven't got a chance. Card name N. Shuffle your hand. Maybe just shuffle. No, this is every card with N in it that allows you to shuffle. 37 pages. Oh my god. N. Shuffle their hand. Or is it hands? Fuck you. Pokemon card N. Not N's plan, just N. XY Fates collide. So if we go to advanced, Flash Fire, evolutions. Alright, anyway, I'm pretty sure that we had a format with Reset Stamp and without N. Or potentially Ace Trainer. Some other like shuffle I think I've made my point, right? Either way, we are going to have a format here with no support to hand disruption for the opponent, but we do have special red card. It's interesting. It's different from reset stamp, which is cool. You can prog this with Dusknoir, which is not cool. Well, it's kind of cool, but yeah. Let's move on. Big Catch Net. Shuffle up to 3 Pokemon and 3 basic energy cards for discard your deck. We are losing Super Odd, so things like this are going to be important. They are buffing Greninja, apparently, giving him something to work with, which he desperately needs. Book of Transformation. If you remember the Sudowoodo from earlier, you may play 2 Book of Transformation cards at once. Choose a basic Pokemon in your discard pile and switch it with one of your basic Pokemon in play. Any attached cards damage counter special conditions turn, and any other effect remains on new Pokemon. So, alright, hold on. I'm just going to wee real quick because I cannot hold it. Okay, that was an insanely long wee. Anyway, Swoop Teleporter is a card that was around in Rocket Returns, which is in the RS to PK era. Shoutouts to Simran. Search your deck for a basic Pokemon, excluding Pokemon EX, and switch it with one of your basic Pokemon, excluding Pokemon EX in play. All cards attached remain, damage counts below remain the same. Place the first basic Pokemon in the discard pile. So, Swoop Teleporter was a single item. They didn't call them items back then. Back in my day, they just called them trainers. God, look at that. November 2004. My God. My God. I actually remember the Rocket pre-release, actually. But yeah, this was a single item card. This is 2 item cards, and you get them from discard pile. I personally don't see much value in Book of Transformation myself. You're probably going to have to play it with the Knockout engine to make it worth your while. And we do lose Arven as well, so you're not going to draw one and Arven another or anything like that. You could Petrol it. Seems kind of weak for your support for turn, to be honest. I mean, I suppose you can switch into EXs as well, so that's an advantage. But yeah, I'm not seeing the hype for Book of Transformation. I don't think it's good. I think it reads interestingly, but I don't think it's good. AZ's Tranquility. Switch your active Pokemon to your bench Pokemon. If you moved an EX, you heal 80 from that Pokemon. This is almost definitely going to see some play. It's not the most powerful thing in the world, but it probably will see some play in EX heavy decks. Philippe. Attach up to 2 basic metal energy cards for discard one of your metal Pokemon. So this is some of the metal support that we're getting to go along with our Ferrothorn, our Metang, Metagross, in fact. Then we do have Steven's Metagross EX as well that we can use. Might be just be getting stronger as a card. Does this help the Empoleon EX? This guy. Prevent all damage of all effects of attacks used by your opponent's Pokemon done to this Pokemon. During your opponent's next turn, this Pokemon takes 60 less. There could be a world where this is just good with Philippe to set things up. Yeah, I don't know, maybe. Unfortunately, the Prevos of Empoleon are not metal, I don't believe. I'm just going to double check that, but I'm pretty sure that Empoleon gains the metal type when it evolves into Empoleon. Yeah, we got that one. 70 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. Hey yo. Cool for family. Oh, so close to being cool. Could have had one that did like some kind of damage and then you could play Relicanth. Anyway, guess not. But yeah, Philippe is interesting in my opinion. But I don't think it's I just don't think the metal support is quite there. You wouldn't play this in Archaludon because Archaludon just does this anyway. So Roxy's performance during opponent's next turn, their poison Pokemon can't retreat. Where's Brute Bonnet when you actually need him? Gone. We skipped one. Emma. Oh, this is Emma. So there was a... something that did... oh, an Esper that did 10 plus 60. Your opponent reveals their hand. Draw cards equal to the number of Pokemon you find in the hand. Okay, well, we're never playing Emma, so there you go. Okay, this is where it gets kind of weird for that Mega... it's not called Floette, is it? Mega... oh, it is. Mega Floette. Mega Floette EX. This is Hyper Rouge Ange Floette. You can play this card... oh, let me just... we should go to Prism Tower first. Okay, so Prism Tower. Once during each player's turn, that player may discard 2 cards from the hand. If they do, draw a card. And 5 people say it's ass. I don't think it's ass. I think this is a perfectly reasonable stadium for aggro decks. Potentially, if you want to run your Dynamotor Eel, this could be pretty good. Just more ways to put your Lightning into the discard pile. We are losing Earthen Vessel, leaving us only with the Ultra Ball. So this could be actually pretty good. Yeah, discard 2, draw a card, pretty good. But more important, well, it also combos here with Hyper Rouge Ange Floette. This is going to be played if Prism Tower is in play, so you're kind of bumping Prism Tower to get Hyper Rouge Ange Floette into play. It does give Mega Floette 150 more HP, so we have this basic going from 250 up to 400. But then it just gets bumped. It's just bad. I feel like this would be playable if it said a plus 150 damage or something, but this is just bad. This is bad in my opinion. Prism Tower, though, does have some potential to be used in some select decks. Nitro Fire. As long as this card is attached to a Pokemon that provides fire energy, if an attack used by a fire Pokemon, will discard this card, put it in your hand. So this one... Mega Charizard. Meha. Bruh. Mega Charizard. So we've got Mega Charizard Y, Mega Charizard X, EX. Discard 3 energy from this Pokemon, such as 280, 20 points bench. And we've got Mega Charizard X. Discard any amount of fire energy from among your Pokemon. That's a weird wording, isn't it? Why not just write your Pokemon? Oh, maybe the centering would have been weird on the text, so they just added that to like bulk out the line because the word Pokemon would be too yeah. That might just be the reason. 90 times. So we've got this potential here. Or a Chorio, is it? That doesn't look right. It's not right. Or a Chorio EX. You can spam fire energy into play. You could play Nitro Fire, and then it gets discarded and it gets automatically undiscarded. I don't know, I think you could probably just play basic fires. No, we do have Energy Recycler, so... yeah, this is probably just a weak card, to be honest. Bubble Water. The water Pokemon's card attached count recovers from special conditions. We've got the Roxy counter in there. Can't be affected by special conditions. Special conditions right now are not very strong in the Pokemon TCG, so I don't see this being very powerful. Magnet Metal. As long as this, the metal Pokemon's card attached with no retreat cost. Great, no one cares. I don't think that's very good either. No, definitely nowhere near as good as the Psychic Energy or even the Grass Energy, to be honest. I think the Grass Energy is a lot better as well. But yeah, that is the end of the road. There's Spinarak again. That is it, everyone. That is the new, what is it called? Chaos Rising / Ninja Spinner set. That's going to be coming out this year. Be interesting to see how the meta develops with our Perfect Order set. And then, yeah, we'll probably get a better idea about what's going to be good and what's not. I don't currently see much of this being good enough to knock anything like Dragapult off the throne. So, yeah, I don't know. It's going to be another support set, looks like. That is it, everyone. Thank you very much for watching, getting this far. If you have, make sure you do like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I will see you all next time. Cheers.